Once upon a time, in the ancient kingdom of Nepal, nestled amidst the towering peaks of the Himalayas, there lived a wise and revered sage named Rishi Gautam. He was known far and wide for his deep wisdom and profound teachings, which drew seekers from distant lands seeking enlightenment. One day, a young and ambitious disciple named Arjun approached Rishi Gautam with a burning question. "Master," Arjun asked, "what is the secret to acquiring great knowledge and wisdom?" Rishi Gautam, with his long white beard and serene gaze, looked at Arjun and smiled. "The power of silence, my child," he replied, "lies in the patience to listen and the wisdom to understand." Arjun, puzzled by this simple answer, questioned the sage further. "But Master, how can silence hold such power? Is not knowledge acquired through words and teachings?" Rishi Gautam gestured for Arjun to join him on a walk. They ventured into the heart of the dense forest surrounding the hermitage, where the only sounds were the rustling of leaves and the distant calls of birds. As they walked in silence, Rishi Gautam stopped and pointed to a magnificent oak tree. "Look at this tree, Arjun. It has weathered countless storms and yet stands tall and strong. Its roots run deep, drawing strength from the earth. Similarly, the power of silence lies in grounding oneself and listening to the whispers of nature and the wisdom of one's own heart." Arjun listened intently, absorbing the profound lesson hidden in the simple analogy. The sage continued, "In silence, you learn to observe without judgment, to understand without the need for immediate answers. Patience is the key to unlocking the doors of wisdom." From that day forward, Arjun dedicated himself to the practice of silence. He would spend hours each day meditating in the quietude of the forest, learning to attune his senses to the subtle messages of the natural world. Seasons changed and years passed, but Arjun persisted in his quest for knowledge through silence. One day, a great challenge befell the kingdom of Nepal. A fierce dragon, awakened from its centuries-long slumber, began wreaking havoc across the land. The people were terrified, and the king, desperate for a solution, sought the counsel of Rishi Gautam. The sage, ever calm and composed, spoke words that surprised the court. "Send Arjun to face the dragon, but let him go alone, armed only with the power of silence." The king, though skeptical, followed the sage's advice. Arjun, now a mature and patient disciple, embarked on the perilous journey to confront the dragon. As he entered the beast's lair, the air thick with tension, Arjun remembered his master's teachings. He approached the dragon without fear, choosing silence over violence. The dragon, curious and intrigued by this unusual challenger, observed Arjun with eyes that spoke of ancient wisdom. Arjun, without uttering a word, conveyed a message of peace and understanding. In the stillness of that moment, a transformation occurred. The dragon, touched by the sincerity in Arjun's heart, chose to end its rampage. Through the power of silence, Arjun had not only saved the kingdom but had also tamed the ferocity of a creature that had instilled fear for generations. News of Arjun's triumph reached Rishi Gautam, who smiled knowingly. The king, grateful for the sage's guidance, invited Arjun back to the palace. There, surrounded by the court and the people of Nepal, Arjun shared the lessons he had learned from the power of silence. Rishi Gautam, observing his disciples' newfound wisdom, spoke to the gathered crowd. In the silence of understanding, true power emerges. Patience and wisdom are the silent companions that guide us through the challenges of life. Let this story be a reminder that sometimes, in the quiet moments, we find the strength to face the fiercest dragons. And so, the kingdom of Nepal prospered under the reign of a king who valued not only the power of words, but also the profound eloquence of silence, a wisdom passed down through the ages from the tranquil heart of the Himalayas.